dude who did it that way. I was on the bench. Yeah. And like I said, a lot of people feel like the whole story in and of itself is a bunch of bunk. Like somebody just trying to put out something because there's nothing else to talk about. But it got me to thinking. Like late last night, I was like, who would be the least person that I would expect to get fired? I was like, yep, everybody's buddy, Doc Rivers, because everyone loves Doc. But who would fire Doc? Doc. That's
Doc.
who. Doc would fire
If it was
Doc.
what I'm saying, but if it was going to save him, then definitely. He'd be like, well, you know what, Steve, I just won't coach no more, and I'll focus on me.
Because then there's that uncomfortable when Austin's contract comes up. There's that uncomfortable dinner at the house. Like, hey, babe, when you gonna sign our son back? I don't know. I'm getting to it. I don't know.
I got to talk with our GM.
Right.
I got to have we're having a meeting tomorrow.
But babe, isn't that you? Yeah, you got to avoid that conversation at all turns, dude. Get yourself out of the line of fire, Doc, if you can, because it will happen.
Okay. So all right. So just based on the scenario that you putting it in. All right. Just say. And I'm just saying this, just for the sake of it. He steps away from the coaching chair, right? You just say he's doing the pep rally, just overseeing everything, just like a hawk, just waiting to be able to pounce on, And they make Mike Woodson the coach. Mike Woodson is very expendable.
Well, by the way, he just interviewed with Orlando, I think. Yeah, they're looking at bringing Scott Skiles in that joint. Yeah, again. And I think, Woody got the old complimentary, reach around real quick, and they sent him back on his way. We don't want you, Black. We want him. But we're just going to give you the courtesy.
Woody getting a check. Man, at the end of the day, Woody got paid from the Hawks. He got fired from the Hawks, not to coach them no more.
Breaking news, dude. Breaking news. Austin Rivers' contract is up, dude. This is the last year of Austin Rivers' contract.
Well, there it is.
Yeah, dude. Doc, you got to run. Don't walk away from this situation. Because, imagine that happening. When you got a chance to put some money in your son's pocket, or in your case, Rob, you have a daughter, in your daughter's pocket. How do you explain that to your old lady when you don't?
A business decision. Hey, this is a business now.
Because Miss Calloway's trying to hear that.
No, I'm saying either I can keep this check that I'm making, this double check, this dual check that I'm making. I can keep this flowing through this house, or I can give your baby some money, and then 9 times out of 10, we might not be as well to do, if we did that. Like I can give Austin a couple dollars.
She ain't trying to get none of that.
Money. I give him a recommendation. If another team want him, I give him a gleaming recommendation. Yeah, take him. He's a great player.
All that sounds like wonk, 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 wonk to the ears of a mother. All that sounds like Charlie Brown.
What you want? I'm be like, what you want me to do? What you want me to do?
You know.
You seen him play.
You know what to do. Yeah. Pull that one on somebody's mama. You seen them play. Everybody's mama think they're great. You know what I mean? What do you think she's gonna say? You seen him play? I know I have, and he's awesome. Matter of fact, I don't even know why he wasn't starting the whole time. Yeah, that's another argument you just started for no damn reason.
No reason, right? Well, I mean, look. Hopefully, they don't even have those. They don't even have those kind of conversations at home. Hopefully,
women.
When he leaves the office,
women.
When he leaves the office, home is his sanctuary.
I'm just saying.
Women.
Yeah, and
Married to a white woman, right?
You know when she's
married to a white woman?
You know when she's gonna get him? Yeah, at our most vulnerable time when we're naked and we've just gotten. Yeah, that's how I go. So where are we taking this relationship? Don't those conversations always happen when both of you are naked?
Be like, haven't we been married for 20 years?
No, I'm not talking about him and her. I'm just talking about in your life.
Oh yeah.
You got a girl you're smashing. Yeah. When does she choose to ask you that? So, how do we define this thing? You're like, what? What you mean? How do we? We just got through doing some very, very outlandish stuff just now. Why do we have to find it? It was fun.
That's when you get. That's when you pull my almost just high five. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What we taking this?
If you're listening to this, don't do that. Don't duplicate that move. Yeah. I really think I'm falling for you. This dude hold up his old rusty ass hand, looking for some five. No. Don't do that. Yeah. Your Peter Rabbit will be dry. Moving forward.
Hey,
don't do that, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? No, I mean, because what you just say, like, we just got to doing some amazing things, and then that's when you go to high five.
Nah.
Like, we just put it down, shot.
No. But what does that mean? Yeah. See? Yeah, dude. Just do what I do. Just go straight to sleep when you're done. Straight to sleep. Yeah. Don't pass go. Turn over and start snoring, cuz. Yeah, dude. If you feel it going that way, yeah, dog. Yeah, don't doing no cuddling. Cause when you set that precedent, you're already dead.
You set yourself up.
When you set that precedent that you're gonna cuddle, nah, dude, go to sleep. Let her think she's done that to you. She put it down so good that you couldn't even stay conscious no longer. Let her
be like, "Son, you want me out?"
Exactly.
You want me out.
That way, any conversation will have to happen when we're both closed and our mind, our mental capacities are still of normal human beings. Yeah, because guys, after we discharge, anything goes. Yeah, I love you too. Well, last night you said you loved me. I did. Where was I? Yeah.
High five.
Right. When did I do that? Yeah. You don't even remember doing it. It's a bad move all the way around. Yeah. But so, again, going back to Doc Rivers, when do you think she's going to have that conversation with him? Yeah. And she's done something very nasty to Doc. And then, you know what I was thinking about? Austin. You know what was the last thing on my mind? Austin. I wasn't thinking anything about him while you were doing what you were doing. No. Yeah,
Austin was the last thing on my mind.
Right.
Really, it'd be like, Austin was on your mind while you were doing it?
Like Austin who? That's what you be like, Austin who? Your son. I got a son? I don't even, I have no recollection right now. Yeah.
Like, you naming throat babies?
Exactly. Yeah. What are we talking about here, dude? Yeah, she gonna get him, dude. You watch and see what happens. Austin Rivers just re-upped for another 3 years with the Clippers. Wait, what?
Oh my God!
Is he still Austin Rivers? Yes.
Oh my God!
He don't need no agent. Yeah.
10 a year.
He don't need no damn agent. He got his mama, his agent, sleeping with the coach and the GM.
His mama like Tasha Mack from the game or something like that. Yeah.
Never saw it. Only thing I know about that is Wesley or Mario Van Peebles didn't have cancer in real life. That's all I know about that. Inside joke, ladies and gentlemen. We'll move on to the world of the NFL.
Oh my God!
We'll move on.
No, stop, Chris. No, stop.
Because you want to tell the story.
I forgot about that. It is Throwback Thursday.
You want to tell the story. I keep telling you that's a different show.
I don't really remember the story.
So we'll move on to the world of the NFL.
No, hold on. But I do remember our former cohort actually thinking...
Actually what?
Actually thinking that Mario Van Peebles had cancer.
That was me. What do you mean? Our former... It was me.
That was you. Right. I thought that was Dean. That was you.
No, it was me. Like, you said something to him about looking good for somebody who had cancer. I was like, damn, that was pretty damn insensitive. What the hell's going on? And then he started laughing about it.
Oh,
I was like,
no, Mario Van Peebles. Yeah.
Who did I say? Who did I say?
I forgot. No, you did. You did. I thought you said, I said something to him. I thought you meant I was talking to Dean.
No.
I was talking to Mario Van Peebles.
Yeah, you said something to him, and you was like, yeah, you look good for a dude with cancer. And I was like, wait, what? And then he started laughing. I was like, why is everybody laughing? Why is cancer funny all of a sudden?
I forgot. Yeah.
He was all skinny and stuff, and I he gave me dap, and I hugged him all gently, so I wouldn't hurt him. I was like, all right, what's up, guy? Keep it moving.
Oh,
I don't want to injure you or anything. I'm glad that your spirits are so high. You're about to die. Yeah,
I forgot all about
apparently it was a plot line to the show, and he lied about having cancer on the show, and I never watched it, so how would I know? Just thought Rob was being his normal a-hole self, joning this dude about having a deadly disease. Like, wait, what?
Oh my God, I forgot. Oh, you absolutely right.
Where they do that?
Absolutely.
just start joning dude about like, yeah, sorry about your AIDS. What? Everybody's laughing.
It's good for a man who butt about to fall.
Yeah. It was weird, but apparently Mario Van Peebles does not have cancer, and he's living a very long and fruitful life.
It was. Yeah,
all right.
It was.
Now to the world of the NFL. Yeah, apparently you're an idiot, dude. Yeah, it's definitely Friday, dude. Thursday and Friday mixed in one. Like, we should have probably ran a spot like 15 minutes ago.
I forgot about that. And then you did the Throwback Thursday picture of me in the cutout of Michelle Obama that I had completely forgot about. Yeah,
this dude humping up.
You've been getting me today.
Cardboard cutout of the First Lady. So disrespectful. Grabbing on her dunk. Anyway, Ray McDonald apparently got arrested again yesterday.
Again, yeah.
Yeah, it was weird. I was looking at. I was like,
he didn't listen to the show yesterday. He wasn't listening to the show.
Yeah, he's a weirdo, dude. And it's getting to the point where, like, dang, how many times this trouble finds you? Like, and I remember being a kid, man, and being a kid that was always kind of into stuff. And trouble can find you. I'll say that. You know, even when you're not the person looking for trouble, trouble can find you. But at a certain point, your resume is your resume. And I had to learn that as a kid as well. You know, you can't expect people to always believe that these amazing things happen to you. Like, I don't even know how it happened. You know, even if it did kind of just, you know, happen out of the blue, you're still Ray McDonald, dude, and you've been in a couple of situations already. And so when your lawyer comes out and says, oh, okay, to do the professional thing, to tell you, I'm acting like you guys have already read about this, but to act like you haven't. Ray McDonald was arrested a couple days ago, like about, at this point, maybe like, I don't know.
Was that Monday or Tuesday?
Yeah, like
Monday.
Four days ago.
Monday.
And he was arrested under
Sunday, so that was Sunday.
Some domestic violence and some child endangerment charges because apparently, allegedly, he put his hands on a woman who is the mother of his child while she was holding the baby, which added the child endangerment charges. So yesterday, apparently, vis-a-vis his lawyer, he was supposed to be meeting a detective at the home. And when he got there, the police was either waiting on him or they showed up. No. He went and did whatever he was supposed to do with the detective and then went to a sandwich shop. And then they went to the sandwich shop that was like around the corner and picked him up and took him to jail for violating a restraining order that was put against him. His lawyer saying he was never served with the restraining order. And he feels like, you know, it was a reach by the police department to try to get him in that way. Like, how the hell is he supposed to be meeting a detective at a place that he's got a protective order against? And his lawyer was like, they made sure the young lady was not there. So there would be no further, you know, either he say, she say, or any type of altercation or anything. And she wasn't there. But because he was at a place he wasn't supposed to be at, it does seem kind of sketchy to me, to be honest with you. Because if she's not there, how do they know he was there? You know what I mean? How do you even know he was there then? If no one was there but him and the detective, how you know he was there where he wasn't supposed to be? That's my common sense just tells me it sounds weird. You know what I mean? Not me trying to back Ray McDonald, but it just has a kind of a, you know, weird feeling to it. Like,
yeah, got a little aroma to it.
Yeah, because like usually somebody will be like, you know, he here, and I'm scared, and then police come and they're like, yeah, you going to jail. But they came and picked this dude up at a sandwich shop while he was eating dinner or something, like getting a bite to eat. He wasn't even at the spot no more. And if she wasn't there, and it was just him and a detective, you know, it sounds like a setup to me. Like, I've seen my share of setups.
Yeah, what's the problem? I mean, he was with the police. Like, what's the big, like?
It's weird, dude. It's just weird, man. So, you know, his lawyer saying it's just it's an attempt to, I ain't poor Ray. I told you already, when rich people go through regular people problems, that's on them. You know what I mean?
No, I'm just saying. I mean, dudes just can't catch a break.
That dude's been in the league for 9 years, dude. He got to break enough.
I mean, well, yeah, but I'm just saying, it's just, I mean, that's just almost, I'm not going to say unheard of, but, I mean, that's sketchy right there, man.
Yeah, like, I mean, and the other part, you got to believe it. You got to think, too, that it could be legit. As much as it may seem like it's not, it could be. So, again, I'm not poor Ray or nothing. I'm not on nobody's side. I'm just here to tell you guys what it looks like to me, my opinion on the subject. Because if it, like, I'm never giving none of these dudes the benefit of the doubt ever again.
But I'm saying, but if he went there, she wasn't there, and he was with a cop, and then after he left the cop, he went to the sandwich shop.
Police are like, you got to get in these handcuffs again, Ray.
Yeah.